Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Welcome back.
Seems like we're a little light tonight, guys. I think we're missing somebody that's,
The whole party was supposed to be big, and they all bailed out on us, but we still here. Still here drinking our beers on our own and whatnot, playing our own football music. But welcome back. It's finally the season finale, regular season finale, week 18. And, at this point in time, it's about who is about to make the playoffs and who's not. So some interesting matchups that are kind of scheduled and laid out for some primetime this year. This coming weekend.
I've been saying all fucking year, I cannot wait to see Sam Darnold against Carson Wentz.
What? But yeah, they're both.
Hey, I told y'all Sam Darnold will play this year.
But I also did call it. I did say maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I did say the Rams are going to make it to the playoffs.
I don't want to see them right now.
Yeah.
I put money on them to win the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not so sure about the Rams, ironically, is their defense. It's kind of leaky, but
the back end is not very good. But
offensively, they're cold.
Bro.
Yep. Offensively, between Puka, Kyrie Williams, and even now, what's his face is taking a backseat to both of them.
Cooper Kupp.
Not Puka, the original OG. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, you got Puka and Cooper.
Yeah, Puka. That tongue-tied. But they're one of those dark horses in the NFC that.
They even got Demarcus Robinson from the Chiefs.
Yeah, that they miss. They miss him, And every now and then, Tyler Higbee be making nice little end zone catches. So.
Yeah, and they're essentially getting a bye week this week.
Yeah, exactly. They're
nobody's playing in your game, bro. Everybody's sitting.
Yeah, everybody's being rested. Their offensive line is one of the best in the league too. That's why
I'm a little nervous about resting for 2 straight weeks. But we got a lot of banged up dudes right now.
Yeah, exactly. So it works to your advantage in that sense. But
we'll get it done in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we could jump right in. Like Saturday's game is the showdown. Win and you're in. The Texans are at Indy. Interesting game. I know the Texans are kind of banged up, but the rookie is back. So that should be interesting. I still think we have a chance to really win this game. With the attitude we're playing. It all depends on what Minshew we get. If it's the protecting the ball Minshew, then we have a strong chance to. Excuse me.
You guys have a chance to get in even if you lose to the Texans?
No, I think it's win and you're in.
Because I think that's for your division, ain't it?
Well, not really. The reason why it's not for our division is the Jaguars are playing the Titans. And I don't see them losing. If they lose to the Titans, then it's possibly for the division.
Bro, anything's possible. The way Jacksonville's playing.
Hey, don't you remember? Didn't you need to beat Jacksonville to get into the playoffs a couple years ago? And
yes, 2 years ago to be exact.
And Jacksonville was the absolute worst of the worst in the league.
Yeah. So it's potentially for the division.
Trevor Lawrence play.
What's that?
They might not even have Trevor Lawrence again this week.
I think they will. Though. Yeah. I think he plays though.
He has to, yeah. Just given the ramifications of this game, because if they lose, they risk not making the. Well, if they lose, it all depends on the other dynamic. But
So
Yeah,
Jacksonville
that-
goes in.
no shit. I mean, in
Yeah.
your division, if Jacksonville loses and you guys win, you win your division.
yep, exactly. So the winner of our game, if Jacksonville loses, wins the division. But then the winner of our game automatically gets into the division, regardless, has a wild card. Or if Jacksonville loses, you become the division. excuse me, the division winner. excuse
Damn, son.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, as you can see, I'm recovering from a cough. But it's gonna be interesting. I know the first meeting we won pretty convincingly, and a lot of people are saying CJ Stroud was a different player, which is sort of true.
True.
If you go back to that game, he actually played a pretty damn good game. Threw for over 300 yards, two touchdowns, no picks, and we still won pretty convincingly. I know he's an improved player. But at the same time, we didn't have Jonathan Taylor either during that game. Our secondary was hobbled, and we still came through. So there are a lot of moving variables that are different. Granted, that game, Richardson played the first quarter and a half and got a concussion. But his first two drives, the two drives that he played in, he scored touchdowns. And then Minshew came and won the rest for us. So
Minshew Mania.
So yeah, if we can run the ball effectively, I think we have a strong chance to win. I know a lot of people are picking the Texans because of the quarterback play, which makes sense. But I think we're very dialed in. I think a lot of the veteran presence will also carry an effect. People like DeVorest Buckner and stuff like that are, big influences in preparing for this game. Whereas they're a lot more, I think they're a lot younger team than us and fewer influential vets. I could be wrong, but yeah, we'll
I will
see.
say they still. I mean, D'Amico has been on playoff teams as a coach for like the last 5 years.
So has Steichen, right? Or is it 3?
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
fire
So
up. He
it
could
goes
fire
both
up
ways.
because
Yeah, it goes both ways in this one.
Texans do have some old heads that like have been kind of like thrown to the curb, like Jimmy.
Yeah,
Ward.
yeah. Even the running back, I guess Singletary, I guess you could call him. At this point, he's an old head. But yeah, we'll see. It's not going to be an easy game for either team. I think that they're both going to come out swinging. It'll be a close game. I know our last game against the Raiders, we won, and it seemed like a very close game. But if you actually watched it, once we got the lead, we were just keeping it. Steichen's mentality was just keeping it a two-score game. So we weren't pressed to score touchdowns, which is kind of why it was close. And then one of our linebackers made a bonehead play on a punt, which gave them a second chance, and they scored. But yeah, it's a toss-up. But I still think we have, because we're home too. I think we have a strong shot to win it. But hey, stranger things have happened in this league, as we all know. And even the Steelers have a shot to make this.
Yeah. With
Lamar
Mason.
Jackson is not playing their last game because they've solidified the first seed. So Steelers, they win. They need some moving variables, but they have a shot at going in too.
I think one of the variables has to be like that somebody ties.
So it's highly unlikely for them.
Yeah, the Steelers need like, the Immaculate Conception.
Mm-hmm. The Browns and the Bengals is also another playoff implication game because I think the Browns are the 6th seed right now, right?
Let me see. No, I don't think so. I think they're higher up than that, man.
Really?
Browns are right now. The Browns are locked into. They're pretty much locked into the 5th.
Okay. So it's the 6th and the 7th that are up for grabs right now.
Yeah, because I think there's some kind of weird tiebreaker that keeps them above. Because I heard that the Browns might be resting people too.
Yeah, I mean, we have the same record, but they beat us in that controversial call, which is why they have that on us right now. That's why they're automatically above us.
Shit,
Right
they're
now.
11. They're 11-5, man.
Are they 11 and 4 rounds?
Yeah.
What? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Flacco has been crazy. That's true.
Well, don't forget, man. They also beat us.
That's true. I thought they were 9 and 7 like everybody else. It's the Steelers.
My team is 1-3 against the AFC North.
Yeah, but you didn't have Debo, bro. That's why.
That's true too. The Buccaneers and the Panthers that's a division winning game for the Bucs if they win, I think. Because it boils down to their game, and then the Falcons and the Saints. If the Saints win, I don't know who wins the tiebreaker in that one.
I think Atlanta still has a chance to win the division, man.
Yeah, they do. If I think if they win that game and the Buccaneers lose, I think Atlanta wins.
Man, the conferences in the South are just
garbage.
Yeah, basically. Jaguars and Titans, we already spoke on that. Jaguars win, they win the division and they're in. They lose, and then the winner of our game automatically becomes the winner of the division, and they become a wild card variable, depending on the other results. So that's a interesting game. Patriots and Jets garbage. They're playing for picks.
But you already know Bill ain't losing to no Jets, especially in his last game. No
That's
way.
true. That's true.
Matter of fact, if you need a defense for any reason in fantasy this week, if any one of you is still playing, Patriots D.
Patriots D is good to go, right? Yeah. Vikings also are at the Lions. Lions got robbed last week, as we saw.
Oh my God.
But they really got robbed.
That was just poor play calling though, too.
After they got robbed, yes, I agree. You should.
It sounds like the ref was confused as well.
They were, because apparently it was. If you even look at the footage, it supports what the Lions were saying. Like 68 went and reported, and it looks like the refs confused the two of them.
Yeah,
and that's why they botched the call, and they've been rescinded from any playoff activity. So after the fact, they're
still going to the playoffs.
No, the refs. The refs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So.
Well,
that call right there basically gave the division to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because there's no way in God's and say, well, no, fuck that. Eagles should have beat the Cardinals.
Did you see the play where CeeDee Lamb caught that touchdown? 55 should have brought Dak down in the end zone. How do you not safety him right there?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I think the NFL is scripted, bro. Like, nobody misses that tackle. I'm sorry.
Right.
Hey, Chase Young missed a similar tackle on fucking Lamar the week before.
Yeah.
Chase Young, nothing against us last week.
Yeah. You think you extended him, Minos?
Nah.
I wouldn't want to. What do you think about Chase?
He's a good pickup. Like, he's a good pickup and a good complimentary player, but he just doesn't have that explosiveness that he did before his knee injury. I mean, he is a Pro Bowl alternate.
That's popularity.
How?
It's popularity. So
shit, Debo didn't get it. I don't know how that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
probably because he missed 3 games.
Franklin didn't get it either. He's leading the league in tackles by a lot.
Like,
for you?
Yeah, he didn't. He's an alternate. He didn't get the starting. They gave
him like 150 tackles or so.
170.
Ooh.
70?
Yeah, 170 tackles, and he's only played 15 games.
Wow,
it's crazy, and he's not even
a fucking crazy
Ray
number.
Lewis.
Yeah,
Ray Lewis numbers.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, that's why you don't take it personally. It's like popularity. Nobody knows who he is. That's why.
Damn. Bobby Wagner has 168.
Yeah.
The old man still got it. Yeah.
Not against us.
Back on Seattle.
Yeah. Back on Seattle.
Oh, he got a ring. Didn't he get a ring with the Rams?
Yeah. No. He came the year after.
He's got a ring with the sea bitches.
Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in it. Yeah.
The NFL's oldest rivalry is actually a big playoff game for the Packers. They play the Bears, and the Bears have been playing well recently. So.
Yeah, but what's his name? Justin Fields had to say some dumb shit today.
What did
he say?
He's like, I expect the stadium to be loud because, there's really nothing to do in Green Bay other than to just watch football.
Hey, did you see the house? Did you see the house that's for sale, like right by Green Bay?
Oh, I would love to buy that motherfucker. I would be renting out my toilet, $10 a leak.
That's true. That's
$25 if you need the shit.
A great business venture right there.
Yeah.
$25 for a shit, $10 to piss.
So is that the Sunday night game? What's the Sunday night game?
Bills and Dolphins.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is the division locked? I don't think so, right? The winner.
No.
The winner blocks that.
The winner of this game takes it.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Kind of important.
Yeah. We have quite a few important games this week 18. Remember those days when week 18 was just the brush off? The last 4 or 5 seasons haven't been the case.
Well, now that they made every game basically a division game, it has, shit comes into play like whoever wins this goes.
Yeah. Yeah. The Broncos are at the Raiders. You guys, I think the Broncos fucked themselves over in the near future. I think players are going to be like, huh? They want no parts of that. Anyway, first of all, they don't have cap room to be moving around like that anyway. And
also, they're going to probably get fined or some shit's going to come down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Threat.
For that, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
You know what? Think of it like this. You're not allowed to treat your employee like that.
Yeah. It sounds so
what it is.
It sounds so dirty, shady, unethical.
You mean like paying players to hurt other players on other teams? Where have I heard? Who did that? Oh, that's right. Mr. Sean Dirty Ass Payton.
Yeah, I mean, they did Russ dirty. And his numbers,
they were
not look better than Mahomes.
Okay. They weren't great, but they were okay.
Numbers ain't the only thing because Kaepernick's last year, his numbers were 20 some touchdowns, 5 picks in 12 games.
That's true. And that's the same thing with Carson Wentz 2 years ago. The year we didn't make the playoffs. You look at his numbers, they were great. Oh, they looked pretty damn good. But if you watch the eye test, That's
I think Kaepernick was a different story though, because people just got tired of the whole situation with him.
But if his numbers were Mahomes they would have been like, that's okay, baby. Come take whatever knee you want to take.
That is true.
So annoying, man. Russ is having a pretty good year. I mean, fantasy wise, career wise, he's got 26 touchdowns, 8 picks. I mean, they went on a winning streak to get in the playoff hunt. Sean Payton is
I think ultimately it boiled down to his production and his paycheck didn't match up, and they didn't know how else to do it.
I mean, I feel that, but
yeah,
why are you going to go to the cornball of the team and be like, I'm going to break these rules by telling you this? You didn't think he was going to go tell somebody?
There you go.
I mean, now he's like, Derek Jeter's my wife's cousin.
Yeah, man. The plot has thickened, so we'll see.
Raiders
I think they're getting fined, and they might even lose a pick. I'm not, because that just doesn't look right for the league. So,
and especially if it's coming, also if they implicate Peyton in any way because that's his second big ass violation against league rules and players. And it's like, all right, we suspended you a year this first time.
Yeah.
Was that a year? It was a year, wasn't it? Wow.
Yeah, the whole year. And like the crazy part is they told him in October. It's not like they just did it like fuck it, we're doing it now. They told him, so they planned this.
And he went out there like a man and still performed. He didn't let it affect his performance.
They went on a winning streak and shit. Like, yeah.
Whatever. Look, Russell's gonna go to another team. Somebody will take him.
Yeah.
You know.
So people are floating the thing going. People are saying like, why doesn't he just go back to Seattle?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
I can see I like somebody said Pittsburgh, and I was like, fuck no.
Yeah, they're going young.
Ain't nobody Mike Tomlin is taking him.
He goes back to Seattle. He needs to take an incredible pay cut. That if he can live with that, then
he would need to play for free to go back to Seattle.
Basically. I see his next season being very similar to his first, like fighting for a starting spot. You know, he didn't come in as a starter. Remember they had given him that big paycheck to
Flynn.
Yeah, Matt Flynn. And
I was going to say Malachi.
After
Matt
one
Flynn.
playoff game for the Packers.
Yep.
Or like one game at the end of the season or some shit.
Yep.
Because he threw 6 touchdowns, remember?
Yeah.
And then never heard from him again.
Yeah. So it's gonna be similar to that. See if you can win a starting job. The Chiefs are the Chargers. I think that's routine. Cowboys and Commanders. I know y'all gonna try to play spoiler.
No,
they're gonna try and win the division.
They already got their plane tickets booked for vacation.
They hate the Cowboys.
But
they hate the Cowboys though, so they're gonna play.
Nobody's got any more heart left, man. They're just over it.
You think so?
They're gonna fire the coach. I mean, my boy last week said it was like 3/4 of the fans there were Niners.
Damn. You remember the game against the Dolphins where it was all blue? That shit was crazy.
My cousin Candace went to that game, dude. Like, they took over our stadium, bro.
Yeah, that's just crazy. All the way from Miami. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a whole lot needs to just kind of change, including we got a comment. Who's this? Ha! Mr. MIA.
Oh, no.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
You sure about that, Kweku?
Kweku, come on.
Any given Sunday.
You sure about that?
I mean,
your team looks like they're reaching now, so we'll see. And why aren't you on this pod right now? That's the bigger question.
What are the Eagles, 10-5 right now?
Yeah.
11-5?
10-5. No, maybe 11-5. Let me see. Yeah, they're 11-5.
Yeah.
So are they in? They're in, right?
Yeah, they're in.
They're in.
So they're at worst gonna be the 5th seed.
And the Giants are gonna play spoiler too, because they hate them. So.
And Tyrod Taylor is trying to get another contract.
Or DeVito, whatever his name is.
Nah, Tommy Cullins has run his course, man.
It's over.
That shit's over.
It's done.
He was trying to sell. Show his cooking with his mama. Canned spaghetti. Italians don't use canned jarred spaghetti sauce.
Rao's homemade. I mean, Rao's is one of the better sauces, though.
Pretty good. It's good.
But it just became I mean, he capitalized on it like Linsanity and just sucked.
Hey, Linsanity had a little run, dude. That was a fun time.
And, well, like I always say, if you want a shot against the Eagles, run the ball well. I don't know if Saquon will be capable of doing that. Are you talking spoiler alert in the playoffs? Or are you talking spoiler alert against the against the Giants. If it's a spoiler alert against the Giants, that means you're losing.
Man, Kwaku's lost all will to live.
Because you are the favorites to beat the Giants. So if it's a spoiler alert for you guys against the Giants,
to be
then,
fair,
my friend, you're calling a loss. And
I don't think it matters unless you're the Chiefs. I don't think any seeding matters when you go to the playoffs. I don't think it matters. I don't. Now, obviously, you'd rather have a home game, man, but none of that stuff matters. You just got to win a game. That's it.
It's true.
Like, Giants went on a Super Bowl run.
There are no fortresses except in Kansas City. It used to be Gillette. It used to be Gillette Stadium back in the day, but not.
Well, yeah, that's because of all the fucking cameras. You watching us, Sai? You watching, Sai? Oh, his StreamYard is taking too long to load.
Yeah, I can't believe Sai hit us with that okie doke. Oh yeah, my StreamYard is taking that. A few minutes later. No,
my dog ate my homework.
But don't you feel like the Rams could go on another run or try to?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that
absolutely.
And what's funny is this year we haven't had any good looks at him. The first time I think Stafford was hurt.
Yeah.
And we murdered him. This week
he's not even playing this week.
Nobody's playing.
Yeah.
And so I mean, granted, we didn't lock down.
I think the starters outside of him will probably play a series and then poof.
When you guys played, Kyron Williams was also out, wasn't he out?
Yeah. I mean, it was an ass. That game was an ass whooping, but it wasn't. It's not like we've played them full strength.
Well, Who's Mr. Plastic? Who's Mr. Plastic? Are you talking about Dak?
He might be talking about
Tyrod.
Tyrod, maybe.
No, never mind. No, actually, when we did play him, we beat him 30-23. Stafford threw for 300 some yards. Kyron Williams ran for only 52. And
everybody got the bug. He's sick.
And Puka got 147 yards on 15 catches.
I feel you, bro. Get better soon. I got a little cough myself. Oh, you talking about the Cowboys?
That was week 2.
Yeah.
He's talking about the Cowboys. He's talking about Dak.
Man, this man's fighting the cold, so he doesn't want to give it to us through the screen. It's what they invented Zoom for, man, for COVID.
Precisely why.
Literally.
Precisely why I'm here.
Come on, man. Talk about the tush push.
Yes, tush push that cold, bro.
Whoa, suppository.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I need Buffalo to make the playoffs. I
thought this was going somewhere else.
Oh gosh, trust me,
man. Right when he said, "Hey, listen," I thought he was going to say suppository is actually a really good form. I was just like,
trust me, those.
There, we had our Pat McAfee moment, and let a naysayer know.
Yeah, dude, that's all over Twitter now.
Blank.
Oh my God, when he goes, Letta, I was like, whoa.
Are we lanking? Are we lanking out here?
They already took the South Park. You remember when the things that annoy you? Have you ever seen a South Park episode where it's just things that annoy you and it's missing one letter? They already did the naysayer one.
Oh, they did?
That one?
Well, it was on Twitter, but
yeah.
Everybody's taking the naysayer to another level. I've seen some pretty funny ones, though. Honestly,
it is funny. It'll get old. It'll get old quick. That's one of those that gets old.
Yeah.
That whole game day was great, though. Between that and then seeing all of them just go stop mid whatever, going stealth bomber like 5-year-old kids. Yeah.
Stop lanking, Stop lanking.
I ain't lanking, but I know you know who's lacking? Kwaku on his cough medicine.
Lacking on that cough syrup. Seahawks at the Cardinals. Seahawks. What's the deal? They out eliminated?
Yeah. Hold on, let me double check that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last big one is the Bills at the Fins. I actually think the Bills will win this game. I don't trust you.
No, actually, Seattle is still alive.
So is Miami out if they lose? No, right?
I think they're in the playoffs, but not division winners, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami's already in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The thing
Well,
with
Buffalo.
the thing with Seattle is, so right now it's just coming down to Minnesota, New Orleans, Seattle, Green Bay, and Tampa Bay.
Minnesota's still alive?
Yep. Because if they win, they're 8-9. If Seattle loses, they're 8-9. New Orleans loses, they're 8-9. Green Bay loses, they're 8-9.
Crazy, bro.
What about Chicago?
And Atlanta is still alive at 7-9.
Crazy.
Chicago's at 7-9 too, but I guess their head-to-heads aren't lining up right. Because they're 2-3 in their division. Seattle is, and I think it goes by like conference or something like. Oh shit! Shout out to ESPN thing. It gives you all the tiebreakers and shit over here. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so if Seattle wins and New Orleans loses, Seattle's in.
There's a strong chance Seattle loses. New Orleans loses.
And they play Arizona.
Yeah, I think they're playing Atlanta.
Oh.
So it's very possible that they can lose. They're the worst division in football, I think.
Yeah.
I remember when the Saints won the division with like 7-9 record?
Yep. Beast
mode came and then quaked them out.
No. That was Seattle winning it at 7-9.
Oh, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. This weekend is going to be real fun with these games. They're actually some really good games. Huge playoff implications. Yeah. And then it's time for the big boys. Thereafter, it gets real the week after that. So, but enjoy the last week, season finale. Going forward, clearly our pods will be a lot shorter, given that the volume of games to analyze will be shorter. So we'll probably be doing 30-minute pods, or maybe 45, because we'll probably recap the week before we do a preview for the next. So if the games the week before were really great, we'll probably have a lot to talk about, and then we just do a preview for the up and coming ones. So
I'm just hoping for this right behind me. These two guys. What we did back then. That's all I want. I want a rematch against Baltimore.
Oh, that's already guaranteed. You didn't see the color of the logo?
Man, it ain't guaranteed.
Scripted.
Yeah. The color of the logo tells you who's going to be in the Super Bowl, bro.
All I know is you cannot have two Harbaugh brothers winning national championships or Super Bowls in the same fucking calendar year.
So you're hoping for the Michigan one to lose?
No, I'm hoping for the Michigan one to win. You can't give the other Harbaugh another one. Fuck that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forget. Harbaugh is not your coach. It's the Ravens. Sorry. Yeah.
He's just my quarterback's dad.
Something like that.
Exactly
After that game, yeah.
Well, they look identical.
The quarterback can redeem himself. We'll see. Possibly.
I mean, if he wasn't dealing with that stinger and his left shoulder, he probably would have played some this week. Mm-hmm. But there's no point in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Another thing about my game, I think there's another thing at stake outside of being in the playoffs. I think the winner of that game wins Coach of the Year.
Steichen v. D'Amico. Yeah. But what about Stefanski over there in Cleveland?
Yeah, but given where both of our teams, we've drafted in the first within the first 2-3 picks, and we're potentially in the playoffs.
The Browns have gone through 4 quarterbacks, 8 running backs,
They were
a rape charge.
I get you, but last year,
Flacco.
did they make the playoffs last year?
No, I don't think
they did.
I don't think they did.
Oh,
Deshaun Watson came back for the last couple games and he played like shit.
I don't think they picked in the top 10 either, though. Like, we won 4 games last year. I think Houston won 3. I think the winner of this game is going to win the Coach of the Year. And given like our situation, like our front office was abysmal. We had Jeff Saturday as our head coach.
You got Irsay.
Irsay's not so bad as an owner. I'll give him that.
You could be
his dad was terrible as an owner, but he's actually a decent owner.
Dave Tepper throwing water at fans or wherever he did.
I saw. That was crazy. He's a wild guy.
I bet you he was just mad he might be on that Epstein list.
You know? It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if any of the NFL owners are on there.
Oh, Jerry, Dan Snyder.
Oh, Jerry's definitely on that motherfucker. Yeah. No, I am joking. Do not sue me, Jerry. I'm not Aaron Rodgers here. I'm joking.
Who did Aaron Rodgers call out that said he could?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, yeah, Kimmel was mad as hell. And then I heard
I love how everybody's coming to Jimmy Kimmel's defense. Like 15 years ago, he did not have a TV show premised on beer and women with big tits jumping on trampolines.
Cat Williams called out
Cedric the Entertainer today.
He said Chris Tucker was also potentially on the list.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure a lot of those guys probably are.
And all of them hung out with R. Kelly. So what the fuck does that mean? And
so
Diddy.
Dan Will Smith. First of all, y'all want to hear? Okay, this is gonna blow your mind. So you know who Dwayne Martin is?
Yeah. I've heard. Right, I've heard the rumor.
Yep.
I heard the rumor about somebody walked in the room and saw Dwayne Martin. Like, no,
Will Smith. Yep.
That's
heard about it. That's
wild. But the thing is, like, or the one about Kanye and Diddy. That rumor.
I've heard several rumors about Diddy.
There is a lot of weird shit that celebrities fucking do, man.
I mean, it's an initiation process, brother. Like,
that's disgusting.
I know, of course it is.
Oops, my bad.
Well, I'm not downing anybody that likes to do what they like to do, but DJ Academics, did you see that video that just came out? The woman screaming.
Oh, I think I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Jesus, man.
I saw the dude jump. I saw the dude jump over the thing and try to tackle
the judge. I saw that.
Old boy went straight Brian Dawkins on her.
That joint.
Like, first of all,
did y'all see? Speaking of wild shit, did y'all see the Pivot interview with Rashad Mendenhall?
No, not yet.
You talking about what he said?
Like, because they purposely interviewed him for him to actually talk about the tweet. And when you watch the interview, he's got some mental health issues, dog. He's not. I don't think he's all there. Like, he's.
Yeah, but dude, Antonio Brown is like, because I follow him on Twitter. All he's doing is talking about like crackers and like a lot of he's tweeting right now about. You should look at his Twitter, bro. He's on a roll, like talking about like
AB?
AB.
I ain't wasting my time on that shit.
He's got some issues, bro.
Yeah, I think like with Mendenhall, you can tell he's very smart, but at the same time, he has lost his head. Like, I don't know if it's like ever since the fumble in the Super Bowl, it has broken him with the social media intake of how like he's been harassed and still to this day. It was like 12 years ago.
Who did he play for again in the Super Bowl?
The Steelers. It was the Steelers.
He played also for the Cardinals too, didn't he?
Yeah, later on he played for the Cardinals, but his Super Bowl year was with the Steelers. He was a starting running back for the Steelers.
Yeah, and they lost. Yep, against
when they played the Packers.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Like
gonna have to go.
when you watch that interview, you even cringe at certain points. And there's like elements of empathy, like, damn, this man needs help. But
Pivot is
not that it excuses his tweet, but I mean, it definitely gives you some context of like where he is mentally.
Isn't that Channing Crowder and Ryan Clark?
Yeah, Channing Crowder, Ryan Clark, and Fred Taylor.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking was involved in an underage orgy.
The guy on the chair? You getting that from the Epstein shit?
There was an email asking Ghislaine Maxwell to find anyone that could help deny Stephen Hawking's involvement in the underage orgy.
Is this related to Epstein?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about this on YouTube?
Oh, it's public knowledge, dog.
Yeah, it's public. They released the names this evening.
Oh dear God. Hold on. How?
Oh, hey, look, Stephen Hawking going to kiss.
That shit is crazy.
I want to
I
go
gotta read up on this. This is wild, bro.
I want to go to the island. Please take me to the island.
Who else is on the list? The Obamas, the Clintons.
Clinton's on there.
Clinton says he likes him young.
Prince Andrew, or whatever his name is, on there from
Jay-Z. They got Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's on that joint.
Jim Carrey. None of this surprises me. I mean, Michelle Obama, Patton Oswalt, Eminem, Chris Tucker, Bill Gates, Bob Saget. Basically, all of Hollywood, bro.
I mean, look at Hollywood, man. Epstein. You got Epstein. You got Weinstein. You got the Danny Masterson and his Scientology craziness.
He just got like 15 years or 20 years, right?
Oh, he's got more than that. He's gonna be gone for a while.
Tom Hanks, Wanda Sykes, Whoopi.
Damn, not Tom.
Donna.
Was Wilson on that though?
Wilson, which Wilson? Oh, you mean the ball? The ball.
Because I'm gonna have to kick this motherfucker out my house then, because Wilson be chilling in the corner right here.
No, you know what? James Franco didn't he got in trouble too? Like
back in the day. Yeah. Like on Underage Girl, they were like text or some shit.
Celine Dion, Cher, Drew Barrymore.
I think Cher went there and was sucking the blood out of the underage girls to become younger.
They were involved in sex rings with this dude?
They probably just went to parties and looked the other way.
Got it. That makes sense. Because some of these people is like, huh?
Because don't forget how much money Epstein was moving and handling and all that shit for a lot of
Madoff. It's like a Madoff.
What did he do for a living? What was he? Like,
was he like a hedge fund manager?
Yeah.
You gotta love it. And you already know they're gonna cancel this podcast because of all the stuff we're talking about.
Right?
Well, we're renaming it anyway, so
yeah, we're rebranding in the off season, so it's all good. Hate on us, hater. Anyway,
what was his career?
We've kind of deviated way beyond football, so I think it's a good time to segue out of this thing. And I hope everybody that's tuned in enjoys this weekend's games that have playoff implications and probably a lot of banter at the end of it all. But next week is the real deal. So thank everyone that has.
Not for me.
Oh, yeah. You got to buy. But yeah. And the Ravens too, actually. So lucky them too. But yeah. Everybody enjoy the week. Happy New Year, by the way. Forgot to say that. 2024 has arrived. I hope everybody has a blessed, prosperous, and healthy year. So
when's the final for college football? On Monday?
Monday. Yo, they should release the names of this Epstein list like the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
A lot of these motherfuckers are gonna be coming on to what you call it, clear their names as to why they're involved. Oh, we were just at the party, some shit like that.
So you saw Prince William or Edward or whatever the fuck his name was go back to his room with 4 girls that were 13, and you didn't think
it's like that Studio 54 shit. Like they knew everything that was going on in there.
It's like that movie Eyes Wide Shut. You remember that weird movie with
with what's his face, Tom Cruise,
and Nicole Kidman, it's
yeah.
like the girl that went to Kobe's room. You know what you're here for.
Yeah,
you just look the other way.
Yeah,
but doesn't it seem a little suspicious that they're making this stuff so public when they've been trying to keep it out of the public for so long?
Well, there's two does that are on the list that they are not unsealing.
Okay.
Yep.
That's probably Ron DeSantis and like
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Joe and Hunter. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
But it's like, yo, what my conspiracy ass right now. I'm like, all right, if they're releasing the list right now, what's about to happen that they don't want us to know about?
Well, it's an election year. Don't forget, there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff that happens this year.
Yeah.
Stock up on your non-perishable goods.
It's a big year because it's an election year. You're right. So,
stock up on your non-perishable goods. Get you a little solar panel, portable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's not forget.
And get ammo.
People are building bunkers. Mark Zuckerberg is building himself a little bunker.
I heard.
So
I've got 2 gas masks, so whichever one of y'all can get up here quicker.
You've had that gas mask for a minute. I feel like you had it even during COVID.
That's when I bought all this shit.
I remember.
I got my little solar panel thing, solar powered thingy, man. I got some water purifiers. Shit. I got fire starter right here on the coffee table.
The man's ready for Armageddon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they're going to shut the grid down, but guess what? They might not shut the grid down because then they won't be able to track us anymore.
Facts. Anyway, it's a pleasure. And like that, Happy New Year yet again.
Go Niners.
Yeah.
We are.